top, right? Bottom, bottom. Little channel here. Looks like it's going down. This is the 5 minute, right? This is the hourly. Okay, so we saw a spike recently. Probably a lot of orders coming in at around 7 o'clock. Okay, in preparation for a big sell-off. So, all right, that's what it looks like. It looks like they're getting ready for a big sell-off. It's reaching the top of its range over here on this channel. And by the time the press release comes out, you should see a decline going down. But this is just off the widget. All right, this is basically like a glance. We can't really, make a decision. You can, of course, if you wanted to, but for me, I like to go a little bit deeper into the text, the specs. All right, so now we're gonna go into our chart. All right, this is all without opening up Nadex, because of course, we're talking about Nadex here. I mean, you could use other brokerages. There's other ways to invest. Nadex is pretty much the easiest way to get in as a starter trader because you don't need that much money. You could walk into the brokerage with $500 and just start trading right away. So I know you guys are using that platform. I tend to use other platforms as well, but for now, let's open up Nadex. All right, it's my account. Go up. Okay, so we are going to Forex. We're gonna go down to USD CAD. We're gonna go to, let me see, daily 11 a.m. right? Because we have a press release by 8:30. So this is binary options, right? You guys are already familiar with the way binary options work. But we're just gonna use this right now to use the charts. So I got into the charts. Okay, so I'm gonna flip the screen sideways here. And what do we got here? Let's see. Let's see if this thing will flip sideways for us. Screen rotate. There we go. All right, so confirming yet again a downtrend since Monday. Looks like Monday the 17th. Okay, so time to do some stuff here. All right, so let's start charting, right? Draw a nice little trend. See if there's any. A lot of guys like to use big words, right? So they like to say if there's any confluence, which means if there's any similarities to any points of reference. Okay, so this trend is going down. Boom. We got that locked in. I use any color, doesn't matter. You could use any color you want. Now, of course, the trend it helps to have it more or less exactly touching all the tips, so that way you could get a better idea as to where it might be, where it might go with more accuracy. Okay, let me you know what? Let me zoom out. Let me get into the hourly. I'm in the 30-minute right now. Okay, there you go. All right, trend it up. Okay, now we got some here. All right, so we got this top of this trend. We'll put it for red for sell, right? We'll put it red for sell. Let's copy it. Just copy this. Let's put it on the bottom here. All right, so let's put it green for buy. So when it hits the bottom, that's for buy. Okay. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fibonacci's. Basically, it's a little charting tool. Fibonacci put this up. They it's a forward indicator, so it lets you know exactly the move of the next candle. All right. So let's put this yellow. Nah, I like it black. You can see it better. Okay, black. This is green. This is black. There you go. So, what do we see here? From the 100% top, going downwards, reaching out 0% at the bottom. It retraced to, let me take out my pointer so you guys can see a little bit clear. It retraced to this area right here. So that's about 38%. Generally speaking, a trend breaks when it gets a little past the 50 or the 61% or the 76 at extreme cases, right? But this nice long hourly trend, we're looking at a sell-off at the 38% around in about an hour, around this area here. Now, of course, you can always be wrong. Nothing is 100%. If this level breaks, we'll be able to know firsthand, right? So let's mark that level off so we can see it a little bit more clearly. So horizontal is 50% here. Now that's going to be our line in the sand, right? We'll make this yellow. Okay. So if it reaches there, you know what? Let's make it blue, more important. Bam. Now you can see it. Okay. So that number right here on the blue line, it says 126236. So there's no stops, there's no alerts on Nadex. They don't let you know when a particular price is hit. You know, they're kind of sneaky like that. This exchange is not necessarily the best when it comes down to user friendliness. They claim to, you know, limit your risk, but in actuality, they don't provide any tools for stop losses. They just want you to invest a particular portion size and then risk that whole size, right? But we're smarter than that, right? We're not going to do that. We're not going to play by their games. We're going to give them exactly what they need to let us operate, and we're going to take our trades based on what we see fit. So the blue line here, we got at 1.26236. We're going to lock that down as a stop, right? So let's go into our other app here. Which I like to use is Thinkorswim. That's a separate app. That's another brokerage, but they have a free charting software. Okay, so I'm going to get into a watch list that I have prepared here for that particular pair. USD CAD right there. All right. Okay, so it's 126236, right? All right, let's put an alert for that. 26236. So greater or equal to create alert. Alert was created. All right. So that means as soon as it hits that number, we get an alert, we pull out, we get right out of the trade right away. So at least that's some sort of, you know, audio reference as to what's happening. Okay, so let's get back to our trade here. Go back to Nadex. All right. Now, okay, so let's look at our strike prices here. We got a 50-40 here. So when it gets up to this level right here, we should be looking for a sell. So what you're going to see initially is a buy into the zone, and then it's going to be a quick steep drop. So all right, that concludes what I got for you now. I'm going to pause the video. We're going to place our trade, and you're going to see what happens to the market, win, lose, or draw, and how we handle it. All right? So catch up with you in a little minute.